Hi, on this project, I'm going to show you how to set up a home lab project using Hyper-V Manager. One of the things that resources you need is a PC with Windows 11 Pro. Also, you need to download two ISO files. They're free on their Microsoft.com. One is for the Windows Server, and the other one is for the Windows 11. Okay, so in order to do this, and because of course I don't want to restart the computer right now. Um, to select this, you just make sure you hit Control Panel. You click on Programs, and then you turn on the features and Hyper-V right there. Once you click OK, Hyper-V basically the feature will turn on. So after the computer reboots, then you can go just select Hyper or type Hyper, and you're going to find it right here. All right. Now, give you a quick overview that what we're going to do for this part of the video. I'm going to create the virtual portions. I'm going to create a couple virtual switches, then create virtual machines, and so on. And if you notice, this is how a on-premises works. You're going to have a server connected to the internet, and the server is going to have all these clients. They're going to be in cubicles, hating life, drinking coffee, and of course, blah blah blah. And they're going to be like, server, give me the internet. Good. So I'm going to start by, I like to start by creating switches. The first switch that we're going to create, a virtual switch. I'm going to rename this external. And here, external network, you're gonna, just select how you're gonna connect to the internet. Some people, for lab purposes, they select wireless. That's fine. I just don't like to do that. Next, you're gonna create another virtual switch, but this one is gonna be internal. Create. This one defaults to internal. You can just rename it internal. And you can rename this later as well. I just want to show you how to do them real quick. Apply. And OK. Done. Next, you're going to select New. Virtual Machine. And what are you doing here? Of course, you're going to select Next here, but what we're doing, we're actually adding the server first. So name it to something simple, Windows Server Lab or something. Got it. You can leave it on the C drive, but in my case, I just prefer to install this on external hard drive that I have. Select folder. Generation 2, 64 bits. That's what we want. Now, the assigned memory, my physical computer has 32 gigabytes of RAM, but then the wizard will let you know, oh yeah, this is the minimum right here, which is fine. Leave it default, minimum, and next. External, this is what you want to select first. Then notice that this goes automatically defaults, and it's going to create 127 gigabytes of virtual disk, which is great. That's why I selected the external. I don't want to use this on my actual computer, but it's possible. Okay, I'm installing this or clicking this because I want to install the ISO from my external hard drive. So I have the server ISO right here. Click OK and hit next. Virtual machine and finish. Good. Now under settings, If you remember, on my configuration, I'm going to have two NIC cards, or network interface control cards. So I'm going to either click here and right click and settings, or you can click settings from here too. So either way. So notice I only have one. So add another one. I just select here, add hardware, of course. Select here, add. Now this is why it came handy to label your switches. So now you have one internal and one external. Apply, okay. All right. If you want to double check again, you just click on settings. That's what you need for your server lab. Okay. We have the outer shell. Well, imagine you just have a computer with no software, or not yet. So no operating system. So you're gonna hit connect, and we're gonna load this. When you press start, and this is something really common, it's gonna say, "Oh yeah, press any key to boot." And if you forget and you get this little thing and it won't go away, no problem. You just remember that you have to press key next time. So hit reset right here, reset, and then press any key. I'm hitting the space bar, and now it's loading the files. Just remember that you have like old school, you have to install a DVD drive, whatever, in order to configure this operating system. From here, it's just next and install everything. Everything, yes, positive. For this option, make sure you hit the desktop experience, because if not, you're gonna get the just command window version, and you don't want to do that for your first time. Next, custom install. Remember that you already created this, so it's fine. Leave it default. Next. Now, this is going to take some time. You might want to take a break here. Okay. You could also start creating I want to say the shell for the client computer that we also going to install. You could do that. But just to show you that it's possible, I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to select new virtual machine. The wizard comes up, click next. And this one, I'm going to say, I don't know, name it Windows 11 client. Again, I want to store it on my C drive. Instead, I want to send it to an external hard drive. Select OK. Next, generation 2 again, because 64-bit operating system. Again, the wizard says, oh yeah, I need this as a minimum requirement. Connection to the internet. If you remember, on this computer, the only thing I need is the internal. So I'm going to select here, internal. Next. This default says, it tells you like a little, oh yeah, virtual hard disk is going to be 127 gigabytes. Again, you're going to do this, install, and just point to where your ISO is. And this one's going to be Windows 11 ISO. Hit open. Next. And this is only to complete, finish. Like I said, this is you want to call it the outer shell. No operating system yet. But there's one thing that you need to create for the client. So on this one, you go settings, make sure I'm on Windows client or highlight client. In settings, under security, click on that, and you want to check the enable uh, trusted platform module, TPM. This is only this is a requirement for Windows 11. So apply and okay. That's the only change that you want to do. So now this one is ready to run, but in reality, remember this takes resources from your physical computer. So right now I am installing the software for the server, and notice that it's on 41%. So again, take a break, um, and we'll come back to it. Great. Just a quick note. When it restarts, it's going to just restart the virtual machine connection, not your physical computer. So no worries. Just let it finish. Super. Once it restarts a couple times, it's going to default the username as administrator. You're going to select the password that I want to remember. Now, if you get a warning about connecting, that's fine. That's normal. Usually happens. Do Control Delete, like right here. Boom. Connect. All right. So it goes to your administrator username, password. Did I miss? Yeah. Let me go ahead and I think I misspelled it. And typing too fast. There we go. Nice. From here, it's going to open Server Manager. Um, hit yes if you get this links or this warnings, and that's fine. I don't want to set up anything on during this video. The idea is to just um, create the machine itself. You have this now. Just to show you real quick, you know, the server, see if the ping, if the external connectivity is working. Just put google.com. That's fine. And you're pinging. All right, so that means that the external virtual switch is working fine as expected. Now to close this, you're going to go to Start and Power, shut down, continue, exit here, and notice that the Windows Server Lab is off. Some people decide, the idea is to run both of them at the same time, but now I have to connect to this one, right click, and load the software for Windows 11. Remember here, once I click start, it's going to ask me for something to press, any key. I'm going to mess it up again just to show you. Ooh, any key. I forgot. Oh my God, no problem. Hit restart and be ready to click something. Reset. And I'm hitting the space bar. Good. These are language settings. I'll click next here. Next. I'm going to install Windows 11. Agree. Next. Like I said, I'm just doing a home lab. Don't need this. Now, for our purposes, we're gonna need Windows 11 Pro and next. Of course, license terms, accept. And remember, you created this earlier, but you just make sure this is highlighted. Next. And install. Okay, and here, take a break. Again, it's going to take some while. I'm going to just fast forward the video to whenever we need to take action. All right. Okay, after 5 days later, nah, just kidding. You're going to end up on this screen. Select your country. Yes. Keyboard. Second keyboard. You can skip. Okay. Now, on this part, don't worry about it. We're going to bypass this by simply clicking somewhere in the center. And we're going to click Shift, Function, and F10. All right. With this command window, you're going to type MS. Oh, sorry, I clicked the center again. MS dash C X. I'm sorry. H colon locale only. Ooh. Yes. Mess it up. Just go arrow. So the command was start space ms dash c as in car, then X-ray hotel colon local only. Now you can try administrator, but it's going to give you a mistake or an error. You just type admin, something that will give you access. Scroll down. Security questions. Like I said, I'm not really concerned about this because this is on home lab, and I'm going to change all that later on. All right. Now this local account that I made, hit connect here again. It's going to go ahead and reconnect to the Windows client on the virtual machine connection. But you're going to type the password, and it's going to ask you, to configure this local account with all this offers. Yeah, just be patient with it because sometimes it becomes a little slow. So I don't want any of these tailor to my experience. None. Except And of course, if you see all this not like going forward or not showing icons, that's all right, because remember that on this Windows client, we selected to be the internal. Later on the next video, we're going to configure, both computers in order to, just communicate with each other. But I just wanted to show you how to create this virtual machines. And in summary, this is what we did. We created using Hyper-V Manager on Windows Pro. We set up a server, configure it, and set the password. This one has 2 NIC cards. There's 2 virtual switches, and also we set up a client's Windows 11 Pro user, and basically has access. And from there, thank you for watching. Just let's continue on part 2 of this video. Thank you.